Hi, this is Gertrude Groenet from Portraits by Gertrude, and we're going to edit this image today. And we are first making sure that we have the composition right. And then okay. Then I go and make a duplicate, right click mouse, duplicate layer, yes. And I am going to go make a filter, camera raw, and I want a bit more texture. That's gonna make it a little more pop. It doesn't have to be that much. And then okay. And then I add a layer mask and I invert it, and then we are going to draw it just on the animal because we want it to pop the animal and not the rest too much. I work with a Yuan drawing tablet. It makes your life so much easier. I can recommend a drawing tablet. And I do the backslash, and then I can check if everything is covered or not. You can, I think you can use, no, not this one. Oh, it used to, cancel. It used to be somewhere over here, another button to get the same result, but I guess they took it out. I've been working with Photoshop since CS came out, so I guess I'm old. And we are going, let me see if I can get my screen back, because now I lost some things, I think. No, it's okay, I guess. We'll see. We are going to go further. Let me see. I go to the background layer and I make a contrast and make it darker, so the backdrop, so everything gets darker except for the model we cut out. Sometimes it's not perfect and you have to edit a little bit more, but usually it's just going, it's not, you can paint like this as well. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes not. And then I kind of want to see what happens when I do this, because it gives a little bit of extra light and texture, and I kind of like it to do that, but I always like to do it after I got this layer on, so I can check it out if I like it that way or not. So, and now we're going to dodge and burn. I'm going to get my highlights and I'm going to get my lowlights, and then you can rename them. Let me just do it quickly. And low, but I always know that I start with high and I end with low. Let me go look for the lowlights. Oh, wait. The opacity around 20. Oh, we're working on the highlights, I'm sorry. Just everywhere there is highlights. With this little model, it's not that hard to see. Usually it starts to really pop when you start with the lowlights. He has such nice light eyes. You might be able to do this with just a filter, but like always, you don't get it everywhere you want it. And I like to accentuate, especially with Frenchies, but kind of with every dog. I want to accentuate the either the wrinkles or the muscles, because I like that drawing type of style. I like his lip like that. That's gonna be funny. By now I know where most of the highlights of the dog are, but in the beginning it was really looking, and my own pretty dog has so many different colors. It's like he's a Merla, so that was really difficult to find. With this dog it's pretty easy to find. And we are going to do these as well. I want a bigger brush. This is kind of a little bit of pre-work for the last part, but you might also already see the difference. Let me just show you. See, it's just some small differences, but they're gonna make a lot of differences. I'm going with the lowlights now. And I'm gonna do the wrinkles. I like his expression. He's such a cutie. He's only about 2 months older than my own little boy, and they even live. We even live pretty close together, so they get to play sometimes. It's really funny. I saw him growing up from a little puppy when he first came to me for photos till now he's about 10 months, I think, here. 10, 11. So it's pretty funny and nice to just get to see them grow. It's pretty boring. Well, it's not that boring work, but sometimes it takes a long time. It's work. It's not like you press a couple of buttons and you're done. We will be doing that soon anyway. But for now, we are going to just work. And then there are some. You don't have to do it everywhere, because sometimes there's just enough low lights anyway that you don't really have to add to it, because it's not always black and white. Sometimes you can have different grading in your image. I'm just seeing here something I kind of want to have highlighted. Let's see. Okay. I'm just adding it a little bit more. It feels like it's still not straight. See? It's still not straight, the image. Maybe that's better. Okay. Although I don't like the compo. I'm just gonna change it a bit. So, hey, wait. So, like that. Oh, now I get irritated about that part. Oh. So. I'm just gonna go that way. Okay, and then I am going to flatten it. And I am going to duplicate. No, we don't need to duplicate it, sorry. We're going to camera filter, and then I'm gonna up the clarity. Always make sure it's still not too grainy. It's a bit grainy, so we are going to go to details, and we are going to fix that. Because we do want to see those little hairs and stuff, but like with paintings, sometimes there's not too much detail. It's the overall image that is important. That's why we can use the noise reduction a little bit more. And we are gonna make it a little bit warmer. That's my style. And then we go okay. And then as the last part, I always do that the last, because then I can see it best. We're gonna get a bigger brush. And I'm gonna make it a little bit more mysterious. Like that. Okay. Then that's the image. We started with this little image. I did in Photoshop, in Lightroom, I made sure the colors are a little less bright. As you can see, that just comes back. And I made sure the highlights were reduced, because I wanted to make it myself, and I don't want to have it burned out. The light spots. Some of them are burned out, like here and here and here, but that's no problem. But I don't want it too much burned out over here. And then I just did the basic stuff, like checked for the grain already, and the reason it was still there or back again, because we did a lot of editing and then sometimes grain can come back. So that's why I always in the end check it also. And I just made the image a perfect basic. And then I actually worked with the JPEG, because I exported to JPEG, because I don't want to have the trouble of working with 16 bits. It might be better, but it just gets into trouble with mobile phones and online social media. So to prevent the problem of it being green or something else all of a sudden, I work that way, because I might lose some quality, but it's the quality that either the client doesn't see because it's a digital, or it's just negligent for it. But it's either everybody's choice how to work with it. You can also just open it in Photoshop and go on. but I like to export it to JPEG and then work further, because all the adjustments I make, it still makes it look pretty good and good enough for me. If I go and check it on about, oh, I can't see it now, how many percent it is. I think this is about 100%. You can still see all the stuff, and for me the colors are better that way. So we started with this and we ended up with this. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe and to keep following, and go to my Instagrams to follow which one you like. I'll make sure that the Instagram of this cutie is also on it. Oh, wait a minute. I see something. That's not supposed to be. Patch tool. And then we just, like that. It's just a little thing. Nothing more. And I kind of want to save it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.